Happy Wednesday, everyone. It is a bright and sunny day, and what better day than to shop. I'm here at the Holiday Inn on the corner of Lumpkin and Broad Street for their liquidation sale. They're selling everything in the hotel to later be demolished. I'm here to get the scoop. Let's shop. Uli supports getting creative. If your elastic earpiece breaks, you can always use this as a hair tie. Or if your twist tie on your loaf of bread goes missing, you can use the nose piece in your mask as a replacement. Other than that, if the mask falls on the ground, always remember to pick it up. Grady News Source, Abby Bustin. Anyone can donate tampons, panty liners, or pads now through Friday. For Grady News Source, I'm Abby Bustin. About 2/3 of the hotel has already been sold, but they still have 1/3 left to sell before the end of the month. I mean, look at all these mattresses. Stepping over mask is a common occurrence now. While masks on the ground are an environmental issue, so is recycling a mask. Denise Clemens, an Athens Clarke County commercial recycling specialist, says the bigger issue is the litter.
That we see masks and gloves just being littered everywhere, and if they drop it on the ground, they don't feel the need to pick it up again.
However, most masks are not recyclable, and placing a mask in a recycling bin can actually contaminate the entire bin.
The issue with recycling is mixed materials. If it's plastic and then the cotton, polyfiber, or whatever is in the mask, those being mixed together makes it not recyclable.
Clemens says masks are supposed to go to the landfill unless they are fully fabric, but even then, the materials might not even be recyclable. So what are ways to help reduce the negative environmental imprint? Taylor Uli, owner and creator of Totally Tailored, a company producing sustainable fabric products, says mask waste is largely unavoidable, but you can be responsible in other ways to limit your waste.
It's like, okay, I am here and I am producing this waste and it just is. And in turn, what things can I do? Like, can I maybe like not pick up Starbucks today, or like remember my reusable mug, or like, make other choices that maybe help counteract it.
Uli supports getting creative. If your elastic earpiece breaks, you can always use this as a hair tie. Or if your twist tie on your loaf of bread goes missing, you can use the nose piece in your mask as a replacement. Other than that, if the mask falls on the ground, always remember to pick it up. Grady News Source, Abby Bustin.
I was in North Carolina and went to a guy's greenhouse, and he was growing pick-your-own strawberries, and decided I was going to be a strawberry farmer.
Spring means strawberries. Strawberries are the most labor-intensive thing that we do. We start working on them. As soon as this crop is over, they'll start getting the fields ready for the next crop. They work on it for months and months before we actually harvest them. Probably 9 or 10 months you work on getting the crop ready to be able to open in mid-April.
The favorite thing is not selling something. The favorite thing is seeing families come out here making memories. That's our motto, making memories since 1993. And we see families come out here and the kids and mom and dad are picking strawberries, or they're back at the back, the kids are playing in the corn box. We've got basketball timers and stuff, so dad can compete, mom can compete with the kids.
It allows the whole family to get out together and do something together as a family, typically on a nice day, and then it allows us something to follow up with, so we can use the strawberries and cook something at the house or make some dessert, something like that we can enjoy all together.
We have strawberry ice cream.
When I'm really hungry, I can finish a small ice cream. We do sell some really good jams that we don't make, and I have they're all really good flavors. But the kettle corn is addictive. Once I start, I know I'm just gonna keep eating. When we were talking about quitting, well, we cried. We just sat down and cried. There were some things that kind of forced us to kind of look at.
She cried.
COVID hit and we were just trying to figure out, okay, we quit strawberries, but can we now do them just at this one farm? So we did close our Loganville farm to make it simpler to just run this farm. So we've simplified.
We were sad last year when neither location did it, and so we said we'll just trek out to Bogart and do it this year.
We worked hard to try to grow what he really thought would be a great business, and he's done a great job building it and growing it. But there comes a time when you're ready to pass on the baton.
Just past this door is the office of Athens Clarke County Manager Blaine Williams, who is busy surveying to decide the person who will be appointed as the next police chief in a time of crisis.
Our workforce is in flux now across all our departments, not just the police department. There's a real need for building trust in the communities.
One step Williams is taking in building this community trust is a survey, which asks people what qualities, characteristics, and priorities that the manager should look for when hiring the next police chief.
But it does tell us where people's minds are and what's important to them. So regardless of who I hire, I'll hand all this over to them and say, this is what the community thinks.
This will guide his decision. In the meantime, Williams has appointed Jerry Salters as an interim chief, bringing in mixed emotions. Some congratulate Salters, but others are upset. One resident even bringing concern of race, while another wishes the job was just available to current ACC officers and not a national search.
In the end, I chose interim chief Salters, and I've not asked him or instructed him not to apply. I mean, we want as many good candidates in the pool as possible, and then we'll select the best one.
Former police officer Nicholas Adcock says the police chief should be able to recognize complexities in society.
And I think a police chief that's able to recognize that and sort of help these guys and gals, specialize in things like mental health and helping them learn the best way to deal with mental health issues within the community.
The survey is now open and will remain open until April 10th. Grading News Source, Abby Bustin.
Since March 1st, the